Imagine moving into a Swiss apartment and discovering that your basement storage room has a thick reinforced door, a ventilation unit, and an emergency escape opening. It may look like an old Cold War bunker, but officially it is a civil protection shelter, and it may still be part of Switzerland's emergency system. Switzerland follows a simple principle. As far as possible, every resident should have access to a shelter place near home. Today, the country has roughly 370 private and public shelters with space for about 9 million people. National coverage is above 100%, although some regions still have local shortages. Many of these shelters are located underneath apartment buildings. During normal times, they do not have to sit empty. They can be used as storage rooms, workshops, archives, or other everyday spaces. But there are limits. Owners and residents must not damage the reinforced concrete shell, the blast-resistant doors, the emergency exits, or the ventilation system. Cantons are responsible for checking whether shelters remain operational, while local authorities or specialized inspectors carry out periodic controls. The exact inspection schedule can differ by canton. So could an inspector really tell you to move a cupboard or refrigerator? Yes, if it blocks an emergency exit, prevents a protective door from closing, interferes with the ventilation equipment, or makes the shelter impossible to prepare. But inspectors are not searching through your private possessions. They are checking the shelter's technical condition and accessibility. Another common claim is that residents would have only a few hours to empty the basement during a crisis. That is not what the current federal guidance says. If the security situation became serious enough, authorities would issue instructions. Shelters should be capable of being cleared, equipped, and made operational within 5 days. Most stored material would then have to be removed, while necessary emergency supplies could be placed inside or nearby. And what about new buildings? Swiss law still includes a shelter construction obligation, but it does not mean every new family house must contain a private bunker. Under the federal rules, ordinary residential construction generally triggers the requirement from 38 rooms upward, with 2 shelter places required for every 3 rooms. Cantons may apply stricter rules in certain small communities or areas with a local shortage. When a required shelter is not built, the owner may have to pay a replacement contribution. The exact decision is made through the building permit process under federal and cantonal rules. These funds support civil protection measures and can help finance or maintain shared shelter capacity. So the basement beneath a Swiss apartment is not an active military bunker, and it is not permanently ready for immediate occupation. It is a civilian shelter that can be used normally in peacetime, but must be maintained so authorities can activate it if the country ever faces a major emergency or armed conflict. That is the unusual Swiss compromise. Everyday storage space today, emergency infrastructure tomorrow.